his laptop.
This has
here we
has
go.
been way funnier than anything we've ever done. And
I know. That's why it's a shame that we haven't been live yet.
All right, so everyone get unfunny now. Oh wait, we're live. Sorry.
Shut up.
Sorry.
No, you can go. You can keep talking.
Talk now.
I just got to get this thing rolling because we're late and we got many things.
Are we
to
rolling
do.
straight into the
We're
theme?
rolling.
Yeah.
Oh man.
The first theme. We got two themes.
Right. We have four themes.
We got
after
four
the
theme songs. Yeah.
We have a
It's
lot
like
of themes.
on
What? I thought you were going to say something, Juan.
that's the music, man. I can't talk during this. Oh.
Lots of echo, guys.
We always do.
Sign up if you dare. Starving comics everywhere. All the world's in quarantine, so catch the vibe and dig the scene. Take a seat, gonna grab a snack, gonna kill a room.
Gonna talk some smack.
Cutting it down like a lumberjack. Come take a ride in my Cadillac. Kicking it live on the radio. Everybody got a right to know. This ain't no
We've got Australians on the show.
Get the spotlight, here we go. Are you ready for the show?
We got so many theme songs to get to.
It takes 50 minutes to do the theme songs.
Exactly.
It's like Law and Order where the credits are still running.
It's like too many cooks.
Too many cooks, too many theme songs.
Great, man. We're gonna have a theme song episode.
There's a thing on Adult Swim that's called Too Many Cooks, and it was a 15-minute introduction of the TV show. And then the guy opens the doors like, "Honey, I'm home," and then it's to be continued. But the credits are 15 minutes. It's amazing.
All right, everybody's here, got their snacks. All right, we got too much to do. We can't horse around before the show.
Move on.
No horsing around.
All right, here we go. This is the official theme, you guys.
The official.
Is it working?
Oh, it's working.
Welcome.
Get up and dance, you guys. Starving
Comics.
There you go, Brian. Okay.
Made from Australians. She's on the show today.
Yes, she is. I wasn't going to say that till later on to you. You stole my thunder.
Ignore what I said. I was just kidding. I have no idea what I'm talking about. I may have been drinking too much soup.
Oh.
Soup.
Oh, this is not going to work. Yeah.
That was good. That was a good one.
Hey, welcome to the Starving Comics Quarantine Show, everybody. I'm John Brandian. I am the host, as clearly labeled in the bottom of my picture there. With me are my good friends, my cohorts, my
on cue, Juwan.
my cohorts, Brian April.
Hi, everybody.
He's the other guy.
He's from San Diego. He's from San Diego. He's a little better than the rest.
Ooh.
We have
San
electricity.
Diego.
And my good friend Juan DeVivo.
Hello. I got an upgraded mic and the same internet. So you'll I'll sound better while I get dropped.
Fantastic. Sound better while I get to, hey, what's up, Jason? And Cara, who else was over there? And Olivia, what in the all right.
I just like the Juwan's camera was great the whole time pre-show.
Oh, yeah.
And as soon as it pops
Yeah,
up, he like starts to freeze. I was like, perfect timing.
Well, we have so many people watching. When we
do.
get to 100 viewers, I'll drop off.
When we get to 100 viewers, which we are going to do that tonight for sure.
Absolutely.
We have so much to do. Gary Varvel is going to come and draw a picture, and I don't want to give you too much of the details, but it's going to be a miracle that Gary Varvel's here because I did everything in my power to make it difficult for him to be here tonight, and he still managed to make it. So
I hired a kidnapper.
Yeah, I did everything except puncture the tires on his car and set fire to the doghouse.
Collar's ripped.
But we'll talk about that. And also, we've got Jasmine is with us tonight, and she's going to teach us how to speak Australian. And I almost want to skip everything else just to get to that. But we have a couple of things that we have to do housekeeping wise. Brian, do you want to do your movie thing?
Oh, sure. I got a new movie scene. And we already have a winner. I can see. Eric.
I know this one. I think. Oh,
yes,
dang it.
Rat Race, a phenomenal movie. It's kind of a spin on It's a Mad World, or Cannonball Run. Great movie, great cast, very well written, high quality.
Rowan Atkinson is missing from that scene, isn't he?
That's because he's sleeping on the train.
That's
Yes, that's amazing. So basically now your contest is, you don't even have to tell people that the contest is taking place. People are winning the contest before you even announce it. It's a contest. You're going to have to get more obscure, I think.
Yeah. Well, I was just warming everybody up. We're starting with easy ones. We'll start getting we'll get tougher next week.
All right.
Okay. If you say so. By the way, we're also broadcasting live to Twitch tonight for the first time in our history.
Ooh.
So if everything feels different tonight, that's the feeling of more legitimacy. That's what you're feeling.
Oh, yeah. Yes. And also take a second to welcome all the gamers that are watching us. Very confused right now, looking for a Ghost of Tsushima walkthrough or something. No, that's not gonna happen. Sorry.
You know what makes me sad is the fact that Juan DeVivo actually knows a lot more about video games. I would have never been able to make that reference for the Twitch people that you just did.
It's just the newest one, and I have a teenage son, so.
Spencer Delaney wants to know what the Twitch link is. I have no idea.
It should be twitch.tv/John_Branyan.
Ooh, nice.
There you go. What would I do without you? He's leaving right now to go over.
Oh, bye, Spencer.
Okay. Oh, that's great, because I was going to have a scavenger hunt for the first person to comment from Twitch. So Spencer will be the only person over there, I'm sure. And we'll be able to get his comment. Okay, let's keep rolling along here. The scavenger hunt tonight, let me bring that up. Share it with you guys. Let me share it with dude.
There he is already.
Already? Yeah. Did he make a comment?
He said, "Hi, I'm here." He had to tell us because his screen name is Seraph Elite.
Ah, okay. All right, well, let's bring up the thing. Is it working? Oh, it is working.
Oh, Brian. Double duty.
What's that? Is it working?
He commented from Switch. I said Switch already. Golly.
Twitch.
You're the Ghost of Tsushima guy. And you screwed that up. Okay, tonight's scavenger hunt. Now remember that we're asking you to go and find people and bring them into the live stream. We're not just doing a roll call here of people that you know. That doesn't do us any good. Gotta go.
I know somebody. We all know people.
I know people with freckles. Does that count? No, they got to come into the stream. Okay, so bring the following people: someone who lives in a log cabin.
Oh, dang.
Someone who lives in a log cabin besides Juwan.
I don't count. Yeah, this is actually
a male adult who will admit that they cried during a cartoon, because we didn't find one last week, and I'm desperate for that.
Not Dumbo, not Up.
Well, that's what I mean. Yeah, it can be any cartoon.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm just surprised you didn't find one. That's weird.
Well, I think they were afraid to admit it. A person with at least 6 mosquito bites. And we may
currently or ever total.
No, not total ever in their life. Come on, Juwan.
You're right. We gotta make it hard.
Yeah, they have to currently have 6 mosquito bites right now, and we may or may not ask to see them depending on where they're at.
It's Juwan DeVivo's overly specific scavenger hunt. They need 6 mosquito bites in the form of the small dipper.
Dude, chigger bites count?
Unscratched. Mosquito bites must be unscratched.
All right, we got to keep a mythical creature in the profile picture.
Ooh.
All right, a mythical creature in the profile picture. Now, I mentioned that Gary Varvel is on the show tonight, and he is a legit, straight-up syndicated cartoonist. He's a guy who made his living for many years drawing cartoons. So take that, everybody. And he's my friend. So I have friends who are who are straight up people.
Influentials.
Yeah, influential
people. Oh, you said
well, I didn't hear you guys mocking me for that, so I had to come and make sure that I hadn't gotten knocked off.
I agree. I think you're very nice for having to make friends that are actually accomplishing things with their lives. Nice.
So, in order to bring Gary on, I wanted to kind of set the stage a little bit. And so this week in our Telegram group, we have some members that have been drawing some cartoons. And I wanted to put some of our member art up to kind of set the stage. All right. So some of you who've been watching the show for a while will recognize this drawing. That's Donation Duck. Exactly. And I actually drew that. That's my piece of artwork. But one of the things that you get when you become a member of johnbrandy.com is you get complete access to Membership Duck to do whatever you want with him, which is something that Disney will not allow you to do with Mickey Mouse. So, you can use Membership Duck as your mascot and basically do whatever you want with him. And that's a terribly risky thing to do. But some of our members have taken us up on that. And I don't know if you guys have seen all of these things yet, but one of them, this is Snape.
There we go.
Yes.
Snape Duck.
I like Snape Duck.
Uh-huh.
I'm a fan.
He looks a little too smug right there. Like something's about to happen. He's planning something there.
Well,
going down.
Snape Duck is in reference to Brian April doing Snape, which he will probably do if somebody from the what's it called, the Scavenger Hunt, the thing we just did. Yeah, if you bring somebody in from the Scavenger Hunt, then we will have Snape say hello to them personally.
Yep.
But that's why that exists. And then here's another thing. And this is, I'm not going to do it any more than just these three, but this one, it's starting to get a little weird. And this also came. So I don't know what that is. A Scud missile, I guess.
Yeah.
As SCQS Scud.
Yeah.
Yeah. Firing the John Branyan Scud missiles.
Right. And I don't even think Scud missiles are small arms fire. Are they?
Put your face on the end of that.
Yeah. All right.
So the actual head is the warhead is your head.
Yeah, I got you.
Anyway.
All right. Good job.
Yeah.
All right. Without further ado, ladies and gentlemen, get ready. You know how this works. You make a bunch of noise, and by noise I mean you put a bunch of clapping emojis into the comment section, a bunch of cheering, and I think. Correct me if I'm wrong, but if you're watching like on Facebook or on YouTube, those emojis kind of float up into the air when you do that. Is that right?
Yeah, Facebook, yeah.
Brian, am I correct about that?
Yeah, I believe they do.
Okay. So that's what we want. We want an emoji waterfall, an emoji storm for the one, the only Gary Varvel. And Gary Varvel, I knew it. There he is.
What did you know?
Hey. Thanks.
Ooh, 6 claps.
Can you hear me? I don't have a special microphone or anything.
Yes.
I do have a microphone, but I plugged it in. When I plugged it in, I can't hear you. So it's.
Can you hear us now?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Okay, good.
Oh, okay. Look at all the emojis.
Look at the clapping.
Yeah, look at everybody clapping.
Why am I here?
Well, the reason that you're here is because you are persistent, and I sent out an email for just so that everybody knows. I sent out an email. I thought I sent it to Gary, and it had all the instructions for what we were going to do tonight. And Gary called me just a few minutes before we went on the air and said, "Hey, I drew a picture for your show tonight." And I was like, "You did?" And he said, "Yeah, isn't that what I was supposed to do?" And I said, "Well, didn't you get the email? Didn't you read the email?" That's probably what I said. "Didn't you read the email?" Like I just assumed that you were the one that made the mistake. That's generally what I do. Yeah. It's like, "Didn't you read my email, Gary Varvel?" And he goes, "I didn't get me." So the short version of this, I didn't send him an email. So Gary had no idea what he was supposed to do tonight.
Obviously, I'm not as close friends with John as I thought I was. Cut me off.
Yeah.
That is the proper interpretation.
That's gonna hurt.
Who is really?
So Gary, Gary has a column, and you're still doing cartoons even though you're officially retired from your job. So how does that work?
Yeah, I don't have a newspaper. Editorial cartoonists usually made their money working for a newspaper, and I did that for 40 years. But then they offered me money to leave, so I took the money and went. Anyway, so I don't have a home newspaper now. So I'm self-employed, but I still syndicated. So my cartoons still appear in newspapers around the country, sometimes around the world. And so I've continued to do and put my stuff on Facebook. And if you want to see all of my work, you can go to garyvarvel.com and sign up for my newsletter. And I have a free version, and I also have a pay version, which you see everything plus videos and all of that kind of stuff. And also, that's where you can get my book, Drawn in the Right Way.
That's fine. That's
you
what I want.
Any T-shirts and stuff too?
I have T-shirts there too.
That's great.
So yeah, be sure and check it out.
Go and check out GaryVarvel.com. Don't do it immediately,
No.
because we're gonna. Here's the thing, Gary. Your presence here lends, like I said, an air of legitimacy to this show. And I was thinking about our relationship, our friendship, and how I could exploit your talent for my own personal gain. Mm-hmm. And here's what I came up with.
Just exploited your show for my own personal gain.
Well, that's true.
Yeah,
that's true. So I guess you owe me, don't you?
I do.
So here's what the thing is, that most of the really great art that exists was commissioned by somebody. You know,
right.
the idea of artists just going out and creating art to express themselves is a very poetic and romantic idea. But the fact is that most artists will die if that's what they do. So they have to be commissioned. And so much like the Sistine Chapel was commissioned, I want to commission you to draw something that's representative of our show here. And so, so I want you to, and if it's, I'm thinking about painting it on the ceiling of my home. But if what I want you to do is just kind of listen to what this is, pay attention to what we, the kind of stuff we talk about. You can draw a picture of Jawan if you want to incorporate his beard into it. That would be good. But I want to leave it to you, to use your, your creative license to just capture, the essence of what this show is in cartoon form.
You just lost Jawan, didn't you?
Well, that happens a lot. Yeah,
that's something you're going to have to incorporate.
It's not even. It doesn't even hurt anymore. It doesn't even.
You
hurt
won't
anymore.
even have to do it. You don't even have to draw him. That will be surely encapsulate the show. It's him missing.
Basically just draw a little poof with a cloud.
Yeah, or the little refreshing logo, the circle.
Yeah.
That's true. Jawan broadcasts. There, he's doing it. Jawan broadcasts from atop a telephone pole out in the middle of the woods in Georgia, and so he frequently disappears from the podcast or from the show, and we're used to that. But all of those things, as you observe them, just whatever you feel. Gary's a really gifted cartoonist, and he does great caricatures, and that's what I want. I want you to capture the personality of our show in a caricature.
Oh, okay. Oh, it's becoming clearer now. I'm gonna need.
I see an image. Yeah.
Since we have a real legitimate.
This is my good side.
That was in the newspapers. Can I have a burning question that I have to ask? Can I ask a question?
Sure.
Which is the more unfunny comic strip, Family Circus or Kathy? Which one did you look at and go, oh.
Hey, I had to. No, that wasn't you guys. Somebody asked me what my least favorite Crown song was. That was
Is that right?
You probably know those guys, don't you, Gary?
I know the Family Circus guy, but I don't know.
Bill Keane.
Well, he didn't write it, did he?
I don't know Kathy. I've never met Kathy Geiswhite before, but
I say this because I'm sorry. I only say it because the Family Circus was like, it would start off and they would just do the dots, and then he'd be like, it would be like 1,000 dots of steps of where they want to be right home, and it was just like, there's no.
But that is, that comics panel is what it is. It's been around since Moses, so it's old. They've run every joke that they can. I think
that's true.
I'm just saying, but I don't.
I could pick a different one.
You don't have to answer that question, Gary.
Can I answer it this way? Here's my all-time favorite comic strip, Calvin and Hobbes.
Oh, excellent.
By far, I mean, to me, that's just hands down the best drawn, the funniest gags. And I like Far Side too, that kind of stuff. But and those guys are all retired.
Yeah. Well, I think Gary Larson came back recently, didn't he? And did a couple of things. Is that what
somebody introduced him to an iPad Pro, like this one here, and so he. That's not my phone. That's my wife's phone.
Is this your first Zoom call, Gary? Yeah. in the quarantine. I thought you dropped the iPad at first when you opened the thing.
You now have a full idea of what the Starving Comics quarantine.
Never mind that. It will go to.
Pay no attention.
Oh my goodness.
It's an emergency.
Oh, I'm glad you said that, because Gary was also planning to use his iPad to draw, but because he didn't get the email soon enough, he's going to use, what did you call it again?
Paper.
Yeah, that's it. He's going to use paper to draw his cartoon.
Which I haven't drawn on paper for a long time. So I had to go find some. I found some. And a pencil with lead in it, which I haven't used in a long time either. But so I'm going back to, these are like archaic. I had to go to a museum to get them. No, what happened with Gary Larson is somebody gave him an iPad Pro, and so he started messing around with it, and he had so much fun with it. He did like 4 cartoons, and he put them online, and he said, "Don't get any ideas. I'm just having fun." But
that's funny.
It's amazing with the iPad Pro. Drawing digitally, you can do a lot more than you could ever do with just paper. And so it's so versatile, and it's fast, and it records everything you do so that you can spit out a time-lapse video when you're done. It's pretty cool. And you can see it all if you go to GaryVarvel.com and sign up for my newsletter.
GaryVarvel.com. Put that back up there. All right. Our producer is on it tonight.
All right. So you want me to draw caricatures of you guys? Is that what you want?
I want you.
My drawing duck.
I want you to do whatever feels correct to you. I want you to let the spirit lead, Gary. I don't want to dictate. Don't pay any attention to Juwan and Brian telling you what to do. Okay. Don't let them railroad you. You can do whatever you want, and we'll bring you up at the end of the show, and you'll show us what you have. And I'm betting that whatever you draw is eventually going to wind up as a sticker in our chat group right next to Snape Duck. So you've got that to look forward to.
Ooh. I like Snape Duck, actually.
All right, Gary Varvel, he'll be back. You take your paper and your pencil.
Good job.
Oh, I tried to. My producer and I are fighting over the controls here. I'm just going to let her do it. All right. Okay. While Gary is drawing away, I need to introduce our correspondent, our overseas correspondent. And if things go according to my diabolical plan, this will be a thing that we can do, from time to time, because I don't think that we're going to be able to learn to properly speak Australian in one episode. I think they've got a lot of different words for stuff over there. So here's what's going to happen. All right, ladies and gentlemen, get ready to send the emoji storm up into the sky. Coming to the stage. You know what? I'm going to butcher her last name, because it just occurred to me that I don't know how to pronounce it. So I'm going to take a shot at it.
Print. We've only seen it in print.
We've only seen it in print. I'm going to take a guess.
Rig Rock.
Totally here for Jasmine. That's hurts my heart.
We should all take a guess at it and see who comes closest.
All right, you want to take a guess at it, Brian?
Yeah, I'm going to need to see it again, though, because
it's down in the thing. Or you can't see it in the thing.
no.
All right, put it
private
up.
chat.
Peach, can you put it up? There. Or producer, whatever your name is, can you put her name up so that we can introduce her properly or improperly? Our producer's typing away on a banner. I'm going
to write a book on.
There it is, right there. Maybe the rest of you can try and figure out how to pronounce this. Go, Brian.
I'm going to make a book on how to really make guests feel welcome by asking horrible questions and butchering their last names. So, and that'll be available on Gary's website as well. So,
GaryVarvel.com.
Yeah, GaryVarvel.com.
So go ahead, Brian.
I would say Jasmine Rugrock.
Juan?
That's what I said. Jasmine Rugrock.
I was going to say Jasmine Rugrock. Ladies and gentlemen, get the emojis going. Jasmine Rugrock, there she is, everybody.
Hey.
Were we close?
G'day.
It was via satellite. Did we
You were close.
Whoop. Hey.
Rugrock. I usually put Kanga on the front just to make it a bit clearer. So well done, John.
I've
got friends in the chat that are informing you too. See.
I see Steve. He's representing. Steve Barber's there. Yep.
Hey, Steve.
All right, so here's what we're going to do. Jasmine has graciously agreed. There's your sister.
That's right.
Jasmine has graciously agreed to come on and teach us how to speak Australian. And I'm super excited about this. So here's what we're going to do. I have some words that I have looked up that some of them are words that I know are mispronounced. I've heard Australian people say that these get mispronounced, and some of them are words that Americans mispronounce, but we think we're doing it right. And so what we're going to do is I'm going to put these words up on the screen here.
Oh, and we're going to take a crack at it.
Yep, and then Brian and Juan are going to take a crack at it and probably butcher it as badly as they did your last name.
When this is done, I'm going to make a course on how to speak Australian, and that'll be available on Gary Varvel's website as well.
GaryVarvel.com.
Gary is going to clean up after this show. All right. Here's the first word. So, Brian, how would you pronounce that?
Frog.
Yeah.
Good.
I feel like he's cheating.
It's what I'd say. Frog.
Frog.
Jasmine, how would we pronounce that in Australian?
That was actually pretty good. Frog.
Frog.
I've heard so many American. I spent probably a solid half an hour with an American friend trying to teach him not to say frog.
Wait, what state was this in?
Yeah.
He was from
Texas or something? Somewhere.
No, he was from Oregon.
Oh yeah. Yeah, Oregonites.
Let me say, oh yeah, like that explains everything.
She means Oregon.
Got John to interpret. Thank you for interpreting, John.
So it's not frog, right? It's
just frog.
Frog. Like Frug. Frog. All right.
I was wondering if you're gonna have like a transliterated.
I would say inventory.
Juan?
It'd be the American way, Brian. But that's
Yeah.
more book. So I'm trying to say like a inventory.
No.
That was actually surprisingly close, though. We'd say inventory. Is that much different?
Okay. Inventory. I did.
Right. Well, so that's the same word.
Yeah. Look,
Okay.
we found something we have in common.
I was expecting you to drop the inventory. I thought you were going to say inventory.
Inventory.
Like infantry.
Oh.
I have a friend who calls it inventory.
Right. And so your sister's arguing with you. Your sister's saying inventory sometimes, though, right?
Yeah. Okay. Inventory. Yeah. She's probably right, actually. Should have her on next time.
Your sister's also Australian, isn't she?
Yes, she is.
Okay.
It'd be a bit hard for me to have an American sister.
Instead of that, we say boxes. Get the boxes instead of inventory.
Just the stuff, you know?
Yeah, get the stuff. Put the stuff on the shelf.
I like the guy from Atlanta speaking Australian. All right, here you go, Brian.
Ooh.
Oh, laboratory.
Yeah.
Oh.
Is that what you say, John?
No. Another syllable or is it laboratory? That was to UK on there.
All right. So what is it, Jasmine?
Laboratory.
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 So the real way, not the way that I would.
I always overcompensate.
Yeah.
How would you do that in this accent? And we
We just
way
shorten it to
overcompensated.
lab. That'd be a strange thing to do.
Laboratory. Yeah. Well, that's or laboratory, right? That's basically what we would say.
Dr. Kincaid. Meet me in the lab.
Abby's got it right.
But the
lab.
Laboratory.
Lab.
Gosh.
Lib.
Right. Well, the people, it's not the Australian
tree.
That's why you never see Australians that are like mad scientists that are trying to blow up the world, because they always pronounce it laboratory.
That would be funny.
Yeah.
Whereas
All right.
we're just like down the lab out the back.
Brian?
I'm like, should I do it how I think it would be said or how I normally say it? That's what I'm confused with, John.
How it should be said in Australian.
Schedule.
Yes, schedule. That's how I'd say it.
Right, Jasmine?
Schedule.
Some people say it like that, but I say schedule.
You're cultured. She's cultured, that's why. She's studied abroad, so we've had an unsavory effect on you, Jasmine, here in America.
All right, now here we go. How would you?
Oh yeah.
How would you pronounce this, Brian, in Australian?
High cholesterol fatty burgers. That's how I would say it. High cholesterol fatty burgers.
High cholesterol fatty burgers. All right, Joanne.
Right. That's if you want the supersize. I'll just say I would be cheating, so I'm just going to say McDonald's, but I know it's different.
All right, Jasmine, go ahead.
It's universally known as Macca's.
Yeah.
Macca's.
Just that. Macca's.
Right.
Yep, that's exactly how it's spelled. In fact, they changed a few of their stores to that name in Australia because apparently 55% of Australians call it Macca's.
Right.
We also don't have supersized. I don't think.
Sign?
We only have. Yeah, they did. They changed the actual sign.
That's fantastic.
And we don't have supersize. Like I think you guys have supersize as an option, like everywhere you go, but it's just small, regular, or large here, and that's it. If large isn't big enough, you have to go back for seconds.
Another pride.
You guys exercise more self-control than we do.
Americans are buying 2 meals at Macca's in Australia.
What do you mean we can't supersize it? All right. How would you pronounce this as an Australian, Brian?
Australia.
That's right.
That's pretty good.
Australia.
How do you guys?
I think Brian was better than you.
Yeah.
John.
How do you say it, Jeff?
I was thinking too hard. Australia. I say Australia.
The further outback you drive, the shorter it gets. So it's. I'll go for the Bogan version, and it's just Australia.
Oh.
Yep.
Australia.
Yep.
Australia, mate.
Olivia's got it. If you want to throw that up there, here you go.
That's it.
Australia,
mate.
Australia,
mate.
And drop the AU if you want to say it's somebody's nationality. So they're Australian.
Yeah.
Australian. Right. Jason's wrong. Jason says Strela, but that's not correct. It's Straya.
That's it.
Get
we
it
just
right.
cut the L right out of there.
Yeah. Got no use for it. All right.
We're well on our way. We're going to sound like natives.
Melbourne.
Melbourne.
You guys are close.
You always put a slight something on it, Juan, that I just can't. Like, it's not right, but I don't know what it is.
I'm telling you, I'm overcompensating it. I can't fool the native people. I can fool Americans.
Melbourne.
Yep.
Yeah,
we pronounce that. That's Melbourne.
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 MELBUN. Melbourne.
Or IN, depending on how you pronounce your vowel.
Melbourne. Right. That's funny. Yeah, over here, Juwan's Australian is spot on. And it's not until we get an actual Australian on here that all right, Brian.
Oh, it's
Parmigiana.
I'm gonna cheat.
Little Boston in there. Parmigiana.
I'm gonna cheat and shorten it and just say Pam.
Oh, you are so close.
Oh, dang it.
Palmy.
A palmy. Oh,
Palmy.
my gosh.
Chicken palmy.
Chicken palmy.
Parmigiana.
I'll get an extra side of palmy.
Right.
Like a big bucket.
We get a bucket of palmy.
I want
Not
to.
supersize.
But,
Large palmy.
That's
All right, but Brian, you're nailing these. I was.
too bad we don't have a ticker to show how much he's. Oh wow.
Here you go, Brian.
Duvet.
That's a French word. French word in Australian. We had just an Italian word in Australian. Duvet.
Duvet.
I bought a coin-sized duvet.
Right.
And immediately dropped my chicken palmy right onto it. We're not going to get that stain out for another month.
What size was it?
Coin size. Coin size. Coin
Are
size
you trying
duvet.
to say queen or a coin?
Coin.
Like
Coin.
He's trying to say queen, and it comes out coin.
Queen.
Yeah.
Queen.
Oh, yeah. I thought he was saying coin too.
Got around it.
Yeah, I'm like, who's want a coin size?
No,
Just a coin size. Really, it's for my pet cockroach. He sleeps on a coin.
I think it's pronounced duvet, and I think we do pronounce it that way, but we just don't use that word. I don't think, because isn't a duvet like a blanket? I'm just double checking before I. It's not.
It goes over your comforter, right? It's not even a thing you sleep with.
Okay, there we go. So the comforter, I believe that we call that a doona.
Doona? That's a nice word.
So Abby, confirm for me. Yeah.
Everybody's going nuts now.
Are these your fellow strangers?
I want to know that they were screaming at you just now. It's a doona.
It's a doona.
Trying to say it.
Screaming at her. It's a doona. All right, and here you go. It's coin sized doona.
Coin sized. Yeah. Oh, nice.
Coin sized doona.
All right, let's see. I think there's another one. Yeah. All right, Brian.
Platypus.
Joanne.
Guess that's close.
Oh, I'm gonna say platypus. How close was that?
Platty.
Joanne, you're trying so hard. Oh my gosh.
What is it,
platypus.
Jasmine?
Platypus.
I love it.
Platypus.
I love it when she pronounces it exactly the way I do in Indiana.
Here's the question: am I closer to New Zealand? Because I actually like the New Zealand accent too, and sometimes because I've been watching a lot of Taika Waititi.
Kiwi accent.
Yeah, Lord of the Rings.
Kiwi accent. They changed all the syllables.
Yeah, the accent. I love that. Oh, that's awesome. Have you seen Hunt for the Wilder People?
Yes, it's such a good movie.
Gotta be careful with that Jesus.
Casting Crown's next single.
Gotta be careful with that Jesus. They're sneaky like that. All the kind of snacks like Fritos,
yeah.
Funyuns,
not vegetables.
Fanta.
Yeah,
no vegetables. That's all. Sorry, we're having a thing.
That's a homework for you guys. Gotta go watch Hunt for the Wilder People. It's a great movie.
Joanne and Jasmine have their own little show right now. So
Vegetables.
let them do it there. All right. Well, I got a couple more things here.
Okay.
And then Jasmine has got a couple that she wants. All right, Brian.
Aluminum. I can't even say it now. I know how they say it in English. I'm going to say aluminum. Forget it. I'm saying aluminum.
Aluminum. Yeah, just say aluminum. Because every time I try the accent, I'm off. Aluminium. Aluminum.
I can't say it.
How do you say it, Jasmine?
Oh, Joanne, can you say that again? I think you were close. I just
aluminum.
Glitched, though. Can I hear that again?
Aluminum.
Oh,
no, the other one.
We throw letters in there that don't even exist, and we say aluminium.
There you aluminium.
That's what I was trying to say.
You're both like really
minutes.
close.
Thanks. No, well, you're a good teacher. You're a great teacher.
What I like about Jasmine is she's at least honest. She's like, yeah, we throw letters in there that don't belong and say aluminium. It's like they're not even trying to fight with this. It's like we know they're drunk. All right.
Creative license.
Now this is a word that you can, after you pronounce it, I want you guys to say what it means in Australian. So I want you to define these words.
Okay. So she's going to say it first, or am I going to say it?
No, you say it first.
Well, we have to guess.
That's clucky, which is a chicken.
Clucky?
Yep.
Clucky, like when you're getting irritated. You don't want to. You're just getting like kind of snippy with the Starbucks, barista, and she doesn't want to put the extra cream in there. It's clucky. You're getting clucky with me? Are you getting clucky with me, Barbara?
Okay.
Is that it? Did I do it right?
Okay. Did he nail it, Jasmine?
The longer it goes, the funnier it gets. He got the pronunciation. That's pretty much the only thing he got right. In Australia, clucky usually means that like a chicken's gonna have an egg, like they wanna sit on an egg, and if it's being referred to like two people, it's a mother really wants to have another baby. That's what clucky means.
Oh, baby fever.
Baby fever.
Yes. Yeah, is that what you say? Okay, there you go. I've learned something today too.
Buy a puppy. Don't get clucky. Buy a puppy.
Better context than going off at the barista for not putting enough cream.
Oh my!
Oh yeah, that is weird. Yeah.
I thought what I read, and maybe this was wrong. I mean, I guess there's people out on the internet that don't know what they're talking about, but they said that it had something. You refer to somebody as clucky, it means that they're cute. Is that right? See,
no.
It's going to be a train wreck.
Somehow, I have not heard that. Like, I have not heard that.
Somehow John has come across false information on the internet.
Who would have known?
Who could have? Yeah. Wow.
All right.
False information.
Brian.
Crazy.
Brian, what is this? How do you pronounce it? What is it?
Melon, and that is it's a coconut.
Ooh.
Yeah, it's coconut.
I like that answer. Yep. Rock melon means you got a hard head. You don't want to listen to anybody. Why'd you like the dynamite, you rock melon? It's got a short fuse.
You get all clucky, you rock melon.
Are there people in your room, Jasmine? I just realized that.
Yeah, my family is laughing at everything on a 2-second delay in the next room. It's great. That's actually quite funny because if anybody's going to give any person in my family with this surname a nickname, it's probably going to be that. I've never heard it used as an insult. Rock melon is just a fruit, but I'm totally going to use it as an insult now because that is great.
What is it? What's it closest to that you can?
It could also be a sequel to Rock Lobster.
Katrina has it. Katrina Milas has it.
Is it like a mango?
No, it's a cantaloupe.
Oh, you guys don't have
cantaloupe.
Oh,
okay.
Well, there you go. I didn't know those are the same things. I'm getting so educated. Right?
Like the dynamite, you're being rock melon. This is not going the way I planned. All right.
Oh,
yeah. Brian.
I think I know this one, but
but I don't want to do that. It's a prawn. It's a prized piece of pawn for your chessboard. So it's not a shrimp.
Yeah.
It's a prized piece of the pawn on your chessboard.
You want to butcher this too, Juwan? Or
sure, yeah. Let me take a crick at it. Call it a prawn. It's prawn. Prawn's got it right. But it's a type of dance. It's like when you're really feeling yourself and you got your chest poked out and like in the Americas you'd probably say prance. Like you prance around. But we prawn.
We prawn.
Oh, look, Brian's doing it. There you go, Brian. You're a king prawn.
Jasmine, what is it?
I feel like I'm such a come down with the reality, honestly. It's so good. It is a prawn, and unless you have a seafood themed chessboard, it's a shrimp.
Ooh, it's a shrimp.
And Having said that, it's really funny that you bring up a dance because there is a prawn challenge, #do the prawn, where people like lay on the ground and then curl up as quick as they can so that they look like they're the shape of a prawn. You can go Google it later. But it's quite hilarious.
How many people have kneed themselves in the nose by going too quickly?
Doing the prawn.
During the prawn challenge. That would be an awesome fail video.
I'd love to see some do the prawn fail videos.
What does this mean? We incorrectly call shrimp prawns. Is that true? They're not the same thing?
They are the same thing, I think.
Well,
but now I'm doubting myself. So
Pepe the prawn from Muppets would not agree with you.
Yeah, sounds like you and Katrina are going to have to fight.
We'll talk about it later.
Court.
You rock melons.
This is the other thing that I saw. Now I want seafood themed chessboard.
Yes. How awesome would that be?
Awesome. Oh yeah. We have to.
You captured my halibut. I heard this from the same website that told me wrong information about Clucky that you guys don't actually say throw some shrimp on the Barbie. You actually say throw some prawn on the Barbie. Is that correct?
To be honest, I've never thrown a shrimp or a prawn on a Barbie.
You don't throw things on the Barbie. You place
Well,
them.
we do, just not seafood. Yeah, I believe that came from a Paul Hogan advertisement.
Yeah, that was definitely an Outback Steakhouse thing.
Yeah. Okay, yeah. Well, I've never done that. I would just, no.
Shoot,
That's
all right.
I'll do it. It's just
Do you even know what a Barbie is more the question.
It's a Barbie. Yeah, it's a.
We would call it a grill.
A barbecue.
Yeah.
Yep. We know all about that. All right, here you go, Brian.
Fairy floss. That is for the tooth fairy's teeth, for her teeth specifically. And with that, when you leave your tooth, you leave a little bit of fairy floss underneath, so that not only can she take your tooth and leave money, but then she can floss her teeth so she doesn't lose her teeth because she's got to look good for the adverts.
Mm-hmm. It was close, Brian. I think it is a fairy floss, but it's like when you're eating a biscuit and you get a little bit of a hair in there, and it kind of gets caught in there, and you kind of choke up a little bit. And sorry, everybody, I got a bit of fairy floss in my food. Sorry, it's just a tiny little thing. You can't see it, but it's there, Or you get it in your eyelash gets in your eye. Yeah, fairy floss.
Fairy floss eyelash.
Yeah, what is it, Jasmine?
Fairy floss is equivalent to your cotton candy.
That's correct. That is correct.
I couldn't have guessed that.
No.
Do they make it the same way? The big static bowl?
I believe so, yeah.
Okay.
Only they go counter. They go the opposite way that we do here in North America, because it's the other hemisphere. It's like the water.
Fairy floss
the other way.
Fairy floss is weird. I think that's it. That's it. All right. So that's what I had for How to Speak Australian. Jasmine, before we started the show, Jasmine said that she had a couple of things is that right? A couple of things that you wanted?
I have a couple of phrases that I'd love to throw your way to see if you guys can guess what they mean. Turn the table, so to speak. So I'll put it kind of like in a sentence so that it makes sense. And I can't do the typey thing so that you can read it. So you're going to have to catch it how you would if you were in Australia. So,
okay.
If someone's bunging it on, what does that mean?
Banging it on.
This is a family show, young lady.
If someone is
B-U-N-G. B-U-N-G.
I'd say that is that they're a roofer and they're hanging shingles.
B-U-N-G.
I would say that they are exaggerating.
Exaggerating.
Okay.
Yeah, I was gonna say they're just it's a bit of hard work. They're going at it. They just kind of keep going till the job's done. They just bang it on, bunging it on. They keep bunging.
Thanks, producer.
Very nice.
Exaggeration was close. So if someone's bunging it on, it's like they're putting on an act, putting on a show. They're exaggerating something. If somebody's
good job, Brian.
Yeah. If somebody's that'll
flattering.
do. Flattering, or it's an act. So if you see a soccer player and they've hurt themselves, they're just bunging it on. You know.
Okay. So it's make believe, it's pretend. It's basically what we do every week on this show.
Yeah.
Pretty much.
Yeah.
This is we're going to call
We're
the
just
show
bunging it on every
Starving.
week.
Starving Comics Bunging It On.
Yeah.
I like it.
Just yep. Yes.
All right,
I agree.
another one. You guys might know this one. If someone chucks a wobbly, what are they doing?
Chucks a wobbly.
Chuck a wobbly.
Chuck a wobbly.
I'm gonna say that they lost their lunch. Like when you're out on the deep sea, it's kind of rough out there. A boat's going up and down. They chuck a wobbly right into the ocean. That's what I'm saying.
That is now you're
I can hear my family cracking up like 2 seconds after you said that.
Into the ocean.
You're very close, but everyone knows chuck a wobbly is a traditional penguin tossing contest. That's you just chuck a wobbly.
You get disqualified too if polar bear scoops them up.
John, do you have a guess?
Well, I'm actually looking at the comments here, and I think that throws a wooden leg, gotten drunk. Are they telling a fib? Are they telling a lie? If you chuck a wobbly, are you lying about something?
Those answers were not correct.
Oh.
No, so to chuck a wobbly is when you. Yeah, this is the trouble with being Australian is that you want to use other metaphors to describe metaphors. So, do you know the phrase "go off the deep end"?
Yes.
Yeah. Go nuts.
Toss a fit.
Or go crazy.
Throw a fit.
Throw a fit. Yeah, sorry, I think my internet glitched.
Right.
Throw a fit, have a tantrum, lose your temper.
Yeah, having
Chuck
a
a
tantrum.
wobbly.
I must chuck a wobbly in the Starbucks. Oh, I'm gonna use that one.
Chuck a wobbly. Yeah, I'm going to use that one. That's
it almost sounds like it'll diffuse it though. If you're mad and you say it, it makes you happy again.
I want to yell that at
chuck a wobbly.
But chuck a wobbly also would be a good character name for like a murder mystery.
Oh, yes. Bad guy though, or the guy that you think is bad, but he ends up being okay at the end. Yeah.
All the evidence points to Chuck a wobbly. Oh, all right. So great. You have another one?
More.
We have another one. Brian has to leave tonight.
I think my internet's a bit glitchy, guys. Sorry.
Oh no. John, you can say something, and then I'll say it 3 seconds later. Then Jasmine will hear it.
Okay.
And so it'll seem like
it'll seem like the show is actually progressing in a reasonable time. I'm actually amazed. She's on the other side of the planet, Joanne, and she sounds better than you do.
Yeah, better internet. Somehow, it's Australia has better internet than Georgia.
I mean, you have a much better Australian accent than she does, but but she is her internet connection's better than hers.
Sorry, man. Yeah, we can hear you. Can
Thanks,
you hear
Amanda. I'm glad someone can.
Okay.
Do we have time for another one, John?
Oh,
yeah, we got time for one more.
Okay, let me make a good one.
Make it a good one.
Make it a good one.
Oh, I've got so many.
Far, I have not even come close, and I was actually really guessing. I wasn't. That's funny. I wasn't really even. I was not even close.
We definitely have to do this again. I'm already getting requests for. We got to do this again. So.
All right, I've got one that I think is pretty Aussie. If someone's not within Kui, what does that mean?
Kui. It's not within Kui.
Mm-hmm.
I'm waiting for the spelling. Well, can we use that in a sentence?
COOE. There we go. Amanda, you're on top of this. I don't know if you're getting it from the comments, but you're doing great.
Not within Kui. Does that mean that their underwear is too small and they're like spilling over? Is that what it means? That you're like, oh yeah, you're not within Kui. it leaves like your waistband leaves an impression.
Yeah, that's what I think. You got those people that draw the belt really tight, and then you got two stomachs. You got one on top, and you got the one that pooches out at the bottom.
Because you're not within.
Yeah, you're not within the normal restraints of the belt.
They're getting to understand why Americans don't usually understand us.
So, you're close. I think you're close, but here's the deal. If you break it down, you got Q, which is the universal language of pigeon, and you got E, which is the language of pigs. So it's like a pigeon pig farmer that can call out to the pigeons and the pigs. Instead of suey, it's QE. And if you're not within QE, that means you're out of earshot of the pig farmer / pigeon farmer.
Oh, that's good. I like
that's so wrong and yet so right.
What's that? You're not within QE. I didn't understand.
QE is just something that you sing out to get someone's attention. So
I will take it.
I can't believe it. Like, it has nothing to do with pigs and pigeons. But if you wanna holler at someone that's a long way off, you go QE. And that's
what you're saying is the origin
if
is
someone
wrong.
is not within QE, someone's not within QE, that means they're too far out of hearing distance, so they're a long way away.
Brian wins with, I think, like 2 guesses.
I think that was amazing.
Right.
That is,
good job.
That is amazing. They're not within QE. It means they're a long way off. They're out of earshot. Okay.
I'm using that one too.
Oh my gosh.
Wobbly.
That went way better than I thought it was going to go.
That's far better than anything we had planned.
This is all we can do from now on.
This has
just
been
every
so
week
fun.
every week we have Jasmine come on and just tell us how messed up we are.
You guys are actually way better than I thought you'd be. Just to your credit, you have at least a fundamental understanding of what we're saying. Although, I'm really glad that we cleared up the cooey thing, because that could have got awkward somewhere down the track.
Also, clucky. Yeah, you don't want to misuse that one.
Walking around feeling all clucky about yourself.
Tell you what. All right, so you'll come back again, I think, Jasmine, won't you? And
I would love to. This has been a blast.
Yeah, well, and get with your family, get with your sister and your friends over there, and figure out, what phrases you guys. And we'll let you do the phrases next time, and you can just launch the phrases at us, and we'll obviously do pretty well at figuring out what they mean, because we pretty much nailed it tonight, I think.
Well, credit where it's due. My sister Olivia actually made the list, and it was like heaps long. So I went through and picked out the choicest ones, and I'm like, I still haven't even got to the choicest ones. So we can ride this train for a long time.
All right, let's do it.
Oh, I could do Southern. We could do Southern phrases versus Australian phrases.
Well, you could try and teach me Southern.
Oh yeah.
Oh,
we got a lot of Southernisms.
We could have like an accent battle where you guys can fight it out about.
I could throw some New England ones in there too.
We've just
real Southern.
Nice.
We have just scratched the tip of this iceberg.
Yes,
I've mixed 2 metaphors right there with scratching the tip of the iceberg.
That's great.
All right,
Titanic did that.
Jasmine,
yay!
Coming back.
Thanks for having me, guys.
Good job.
Aussie,
Yeah.
All right. Well, now we're out of time for our next segment, so we're gonna have to postpone it. But I want to let people know what it is so that they can be preparing for it. That in the coming weeks, maybe next week, right? Can we do this next week, Joan?
Yeah, I'll be here at home, I think. Yeah, I'll be right here.
Okay, so we'll do this next week. We got a new segment called Judge Juan, and basically Juan DeVivo, our own Juan DeVivo, is going to settle all of the issues that we have. We'll start that next week. We were going to do it this week, and we're all ready to go, but it's been so packed, and it was just too much fun learning how to speak Australian that we ran out of time. So I'm not going to apologize for it. You hear me? I'm not apologizing to any of you guys for this, because I don't owe anybody an apology.
That was awesome.
Yeah.
Much fun.
So next week, Judge Juan will be the first time we do that segment. So come with bring your family. and any issues that you have, things like double stuff or regular Oreos, which one is better? Joanne will tell you. Does the toilet paper go on the back or over the front? Joanne will tell you. Neapolitan ice cream or vanilla ice cream? Yeah.
I'll partially hear about those things, but my wisdom. And we will rule and we will solve every minuscule inconvenience in your life.
Right.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. So that'll be next week. Stay tuned for that. Now I'm looking here to see if Gary's. Have you got enough time, Gary? Is your commission art? Commission art is ready. Okay. So we're gonna bring Gary back on. We're gonna bring Gary back on the screen. So pull the paper down, Gary. I want you to do a big reveal. Yeah, pull it down. All right, and Gary's back. Oops, doggone it. Okay. Were you successful, Gary?
You'll have to be the judge of that. So I'm going to show you the drawing. And so what I was doing is, you guys are such great characters on the screen. I just I decided, because I like drawing caricatures, so I just drew your caricatures, and you tell me who's who.
Push it up a little closer to the camera there.
Oh, I love it.
Oh,
Who's back in the?
Good.
I am in the middle.
Is that Brian in the middle? Yeah. Oh, look,
Gary's
there's
up there.
Gary too. He's in the background, and
Oh, I love it.
yeah, and there's Jasmine too. Yeah, that's fantastic. That's
I'm really
fantastic.
close to the comic book guy from Simpsons. I realize.
You are.
I'm really.
You got a better beard.
Worst episode ever.
My favorite comic book guy quote is they're wheeling him out on a wheelbarrow and he goes, "Oh, loneliness and milkshakes are a bad mix."
Gary, that's phenomenal.
That's good, Gary.
That is
Awesome.
phenomenal.
So here's what we're going to do, Gary. We will put that in the members only download area so that people can get that and use it in their own special way. And we've also
This would be a great T-shirt, by the way.
Yeah, that is a heck of a good T-shirt right there.
or a coffee mug,
Yes.
Yeah.
or a Duna. That'd be a great Duna,
Yep, right on your bed.
wouldn't it?
Especially for young couples just starting out with marriage.
Especially if you're clucky.
Look what I got. Look what I got, honey. It's a starving comics Duna.
Andrew says they're going to make great stickers. He's our sticker guy in the
Yes.
That is
yeah,
awesome.
Timothy. Yeah, that's perfect. Thank you, Gary.
Okay, you're welcome.
And that pencil worked out for you. You didn't hurt yourself with you.
I did not. I remembered. It's like riding a bicycle, actually.
Is it?
Exactly.
Now I kind of want to see you draw. If that's like riding a bicycle.
Yeah.
It's just harder to grease the chain.
I'll email this to you.
Yes, email that to me. That will go in the members only section. And thank you. We will do this again. I want to have you come back on in the future, and because I got an idea for a drawing game that I want to play. Are you willing to come back on?
Yeah, sure.
Is that where somebody who's really good at something does what they're doing, and we do what they tried to do really well, but we do it really poorly, and everybody laughs at us?
Yes.
Yeah, that'd be good.
Okay.
It's exactly that.
Okay, we'll do that.
Yeah, so we'll have Gary come back on. And what I'll do, Gary, is I'll send an email to everybody else on the show except you, and then we'll bring you on, and you'll have no idea what to do.
So pretty much like normal. Okay.
Yep. Gary Varvel, ladies and gentlemen, you bet. Thanks, Gary. It was fantastic. Okay, we've come to the part of the show that we always come to. It's the end. And I've been told that it's that my snappy wrap up is not snappy and good, and so I made arrangements to have somebody come on and do it tonight in my stead. But that person's not going to be able to do it because we've got technical difficulties. So I'm going to have to do my own snappy wrap up. And so here's what we're going to do. If you are not a member of the John Branyan website, then you are not supporting us. And we need you to support us because this is the this is the sort of content that we are trying to produce. It's content that's safe for your entire family, safe for your friends. You can come on, horse around, learn how to talk Australian, participate in the comment section, interact with us. We have a ball every single week. And in order to keep doing it, we're going to have to start bringing in some cash. It doesn't have to be cash. You can use your credit card or PayPal, but we need your support. So please consider going over to the website and becoming a member. Also, share this with your friends. We need to expand our community. In order to expand our community, we need the people who love what we're doing to talk to their friends about it. So if you enjoy this, if you think this is fun and worthwhile, then tell somebody about it. Tell somebody how much fun it is. Invite them to come onto a watch party, and you can do what the Rugroks did. I mean, they were having their own little conversation with all their people back and forth. You can do that too. And Brian April, what's your stuff so that people can get a hold of you?
You can find me on comedybrian.com. You can also listen to the Uncommon Comedy Podcast on YouTube and listening things.
And Juwan DeVivo?
I'm on tour with Casting Crowns at a drive-in probably near you, which drive-ins aren't really near things, so it's probably not near you, but you can check that out on castingcrowns.com. Stop asking me where we're going. Just check the website.
It's out of, what is it, out of Kusi?
Yeah, we're out of Kui.
Kui. We're out of Kui. You can catch Casting Crowns out of Kui by you. All right, that's a show. Thanks so much for joining us.
Yay!
We'll see you next week. Here's Brian April to take us out with the didgeridoo.